Okay, welcome everyone to our 2022 kickoff edition of the M&Em call. Oh, hold on, let me hang on one second. Okay. Emily and I are so excited to do this with you guys, but one thing that we were talking about when we were planning is we've done this call for over a year now. So I just want to celebrate the consistency of you guys showing up. We would not be doing this call if we didn't have people wanting it. And so in the comments, if you have been with us since the beginning, tell us. I want to know if you have been with us. And if you're new, welcome. We're so excited that we have you. We just thought that was amazing and kind of a testament to why this business. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm having some admin challenges on my
technical issues.
Yes. So just hang with me here. Oh my gosh.
What's it doing, Mel? What are you doing?
It's saying I have to admit every single person as they're coming.
Yeah, you do have to keep doing that. But
that's probably what the dinging is.
That's what it is.
So hopefully that'll chill out here in a second. But we've been doing this for over a year, you guys, and we were just really excited when we realized, wow, we've been with you guys for over a year, and y'all keep coming back for more, and that means so much to us. So let's just quickly talk about all the things that are happening for our team and that corporate is offering now that we are all about the new beginnings, fresh starts for 2022. The first thing is the hashtag 2022, our reset for 2022 with our health and wellness goals. So we are kicking that off January 10th, and it's going to be a 22-day challenge. You're going to join our Facebook group and you get to choose your plan. You can do a soft track or hard track, which I love. You choose your 3 supplements, which of course I do more than that, but for beginners, it gives them an easy place to start. And we are going to motivate you with accountability, with a tracker, a daily tracker that you can easily just check off ideas, tips, recipes, workout plans, and prizes. So in the comments, let us know if you are hashtag 22 committed, say, I'm doing this, because I'm so excited. I'm doing the soft. I'm going to I'm not going hard. That's okay. You can be on the soft track with me, but I'm excited to have 22 days of commitment and accountability. So that's something.
And Mel, is that on your team page, or how do people get into the group?
Yes. Hold on, I'm admitting more people. Yes, it's on our team page, but it's through a Facebook group, and I can pull that up and I can put it in the comments. I'm going to have a recap post because we have so much that we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to do an M&Em recap with all of our information because we have a lot for you guys. But yes, it's in its own Facebook page. We have quite a few jewels that are coming together to do this. So I love it because we're all coming together. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to try to just go through this. January IPA and accountability. This is just for our team. If you've already started with us, you can say I'm rocking this too in the comments because we've had an amazing start. I'm so excited at how much accountability we've already had, amazing engagement. But if you haven't, it's not too late. We are literally just getting started. We're focusing on a fresh business growth challenge for January. Who is here for a fresh start? This is for brand new people that are just getting started. And this is for people that have been doing Plexus for a while. So let me ask you 2 questions. Do you want to add life and energy back to your business? Do you want to be held accountable for your goals? This is the place you want to be. So daily IPAs for our newbies. IPA stands for income producing activity. That is what everybody wants. We all want to do income producing activity. So what I love about this challenge is it's going to be posted on our Darby team page. It's going to have daily coaching videos, social media training. We have the content already done for you. We have amazing prizes, and it's so easy. Again, in our recap slide or in our recap post, I'll share the information, but all you have to do is be a member of the Darby team page. If you're not, ask your upline or send us a message. And Emily, if you can write down some names of people that need to be added, I'll be sure to
Well,
get
what
those.
I can do, I could also put it in Pink Freedom, my team page, and just be like, click here. I'll just share the link to the Darby page.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Next is Super Saturday. Get excited. Have you registered? If so, in the comments, tell us where you're going to be tuning in. For those that don't know, Super Saturday is held on January 15th of this year. It's an annual training event for all Plexus ambassadors, for people that are just getting started, and for people like me that have been around forever. It is an exclusive event that is for all of us. And you get to learn from the best of the best. It's a great refresh for your goal casting. It helps you to work through tangible tips. You get to learn processes about how you build and grow, and it teaches you how to lead. So if you have not registered for that event, you need to register now. It's on our team page, and I will also include that in our recap post. I'm blowing through this, y'all. I'm going fast. Retention and rank up bonus. Have y'all heard about this? Because I want you to make sure that you and your team know about the massive cash opportunities that are happening, and it's for these next 3 months. It's not just January. This is for January, February, and March. During Q1, you can earn a cash bonus for either maintaining your rank, which means, okay, if you're a gold, that means that you stay as a gold ambassador, that you maintain your rank, or if you re-rank. And re-ranking means that you reach your highest achieved rank. So let's say your highest rank is a senior Ruby, and you've gone back to Ruby. And then in January, you hit senior Ruby again. That's what a re-rank is called. This is amazing because you can earn these bonuses every single month. There's a post on our team page with all of the details and with each tier that has cash on the line. But I want y'all to comment, show me the money if you are going for this bonus. I love that you can earn it all 3 months. So I just think we already have such a generous compensation plan for ranking up. Now we have an additional bonus for maintaining and re-ranking. So I'm super excited about that. If you need to learn how to get your products paid for, let's talk about Plexus 101. Everyone needs to know how you get your products paid for. I want y'all to check my team page. We have a post that is shared with 2 amazing videos that help me teach people how to get their products paid for. That to me is an absolute essential for our business. One of the videos is called Me Plus 3, and my favorite is called the Plexus Advantage. The Plexus Advantage teaches you about, it's a quick recap about our comp plan. It's great for skeptics. And what I love is that it shows why and how our compensation plan is second to none. It's so important that there are no excuses, that we all take our Plexus supplements every month, right? So make sure, if you haven't taken advantage of those videos, watch them and then learn it and make it your own. I think it's always great to share videos, but I think when people hear from you and that you're the expert, that's when they're like, okay, I want to do this. So one thing for me that I think is so incredibly important is teaching people that there are no excuses. When your products are paid for every single month, it doesn't matter if your air conditioner goes out or if your car explodes or if your pet gets sick. You have no excuses. And we tend to put ourselves last. I know as a mom, that's something that I still struggle with. I put myself last, and that serves no one. So it's so important to know how you get your products paid for. So now Emily is going to tell us all about the convention contest, and we're going to do some reflection and some goal casting.
Thank you, Mel. Okay, so you guys, I have a confession. I keep saying 2020 instead of 2022. So I'm like, I have to remember it's 2022 because we do not want to relive 2020. So I am going to dive into goal setting. Of course, we're going to talk about goal setting because it's the beginning of a new year. But I'm curious, put in the chat, have you started your goal setting yet? Like, who has sat down, written out goals for the year? Maybe just written out goals for Q1 or where you want to be. Okay, lots of you guys good. I feel like the new year started like yesterday for me because we've had friends in town. And I don't know about you guys, this holiday I was really awesome at just being present. Like really being in the room and face to face and playing games and hanging out and just really being present, which is awesome. But then I was like, wait, what's going on? That new year started already? So I'm a little behind time. So I have not sat down well, I have today, but it took me a little while this year to get in order and actually sit down and write my goals. And I'm a big fan of goal setting. And I remember when I first started Plexus, Melissa Darby created this thing. We used to call it the Darby Bible, the Darby Plexus Bible. But it was like everything we needed to know to get started. And on that first page, Melissa said something in there like the importance of goal setting. And like there was some stat you put in there, like you're 40-something% more likely to reach your goal if you write it down, like handwritten. So I have taken, I know, Sally, you remember the Darby Bible. Is that your goals?
Yes, yes, I write them down.
It really is important. And then in Hawaii one year, I can't think of her name, Carrie Wilkerson spoke, and she talked about the importance of actually handwriting your goals. And it really makes a difference. So if you guys have not done that, or you do the thing that I do sometimes where I'm like, oh, it's in my head, I don't need to write it down. You need to write down your goals. But if you are one of the rare people like me who has taken a few days and hasn't done it yet, there's actually something that I find more important than sitting down and writing goals. And that is reflection, the importance of reflecting. So I want you guys to take a minute and think about quarter four. Take a deep breath. Think about quarter four. If you remember back in October, Mel and I were like, you are not going to wait till the last minute. We know the holidays are coming. We gave you guys the crunch the numbers, fill out the worksheets. Okay. Hopefully you guys did that. I want you to think back. And I know it did bump up against the holidays. It was stressful and it was different. You guys, let's be honest. You didn't get the PV credit. If you're newer and you're like, what is she talking about? Things have changed because we're really making a focus on being intentional about personal recruitment and helping people go silver. And that's what they're rewarding us for. And for those of us who've been around a while, that felt a little wonky, a little different, right? So there were a lot of obstacles with this, a lot of challenges that to me, I'm like, that's full of opportunity, right? So no matter if you hit your goal or not that you originally came up with in October, I want you to take a minute and I really want you to think about what went well in quarter four. And I want you guys to put in the chat one thing that you can think of that went well. Maybe it was that you did fill out the worksheets and those work for you. Maybe you used a spreadsheet. Maybe you pushed yourself to do a messenger event and it went well, or you connected with your sponsor more, or whatever it is. Think of one thing that went well in quarter four and put it in the chat. I'll give you guys a second to do that. Tina hit her goal. She made it to leaders. Good job. We did this on our leaders call this week. We have a Pink Freedom Gems and Jewels call every week. And we took the time to do some reflection. And it was really powerful because we kind of made it into a power hour. And this, you guys, this is something you can do with your teams. We literally got on a Zoom and said, we are going to spend an hour reflecting. And I asked them questions and just put them up on a PowerPoint. And then we had to write down answers. And then at the end, we all shared our answers. And it was really powerful. Awesome. Somebody helped their level 1 go silver. All right. Good. You guys are telling me some things you did well.
Keep sharing.
Leaders retreat. Goal and leader retreat mapping. Let's say, so that if that worked for you, you guys make a note of that. Like whatever worked for you, you want to move forward into quarter one. Okay. Whatever it was that worked for you, you need to do more of it. Right. So that's where that reflection piece is so important, because for me, when I spend a lot of time journaling, reflecting, you guys, because I believe fully that journaling is never a waste of time. reflecting is never a waste of time. It feels like a waste of time. That's a lie that we tell ourselves. We're like, we don't have time, but there's so much richness in sitting down and really reflecting and thinking about what went well. And one question I ask myself is, how can this get better than this? So even the good stuff, how can this get better than this? Okay, if this worked this time, how can I make it even better next month? So, okay, good. Connected with all customers for retention, hit my highest points yet, made it to leaders. Good, you guys, so good. Helping teammates earn leaders. This is awesome. So taking a minute to reflect, asking yourself what worked well with quarter 4, and then I really want you to think forward to quarter 1. Now, if you were one that the toolbox that corporate gives us of all of the different worksheets you can do, that it's basically a big math equation, right? That's all it is. So if that worked well for you, make sure you do it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but right now it still shows the tracker until commissions run. It's going to show the tracker for quarter 4. But if you click on it, it will take you to the toolbox and all the information that you need for quarter 1. So if you like that, go ahead and print that out, use it again. Really quick, who is going to be in Ohio for convention? Yes. Yay. Okay, you guys, I am so excited for Ohio, and I might be rare here, but I am way more excited for Ohio than I am for Vegas, or was for Vegas, because I'm not a huge Vegas fan, and I love the idea that Ohio is just like, it's unique and new and different, and there's going to be space to go to restaurants and like, I don't know. To me, it just feels like it's going to be a cool place to go. And I want you guys, if you have not looked through the prizes, Winner's Dinner needs to be on your list. Winner's Dinner, who's been to Winner's Dinner in the past? Put it in the chat. If you have been to Winner's Dinner, it's amazing. They make you feel so special. I love how Plexus does these events.
It's fun. It is.
Yes.
And that is just one of those times where you feel loved on. And it's so fun when you get to kind of like, you get to meet people, you get to go and walk up to someone that maybe you've only seen online, that you get to just take a minute and talk to. You really do feel special. And anyway, Winner's Dinner.
And you get to dance. Like you get to dance. And even if you're not a good dancer, it's still fun to go on the dance floor. Like that's my favorite part about it.
It's so easy. It's so
fun. So really think about not just like, I guess, well, you don't have to earn convention, but really think about those different prizes you can earn. And it looks like there's a lot of cash prizes. Black tie will be really fun. So anyway, look through the prizes, really think about that. And you guys, if you are newer or you're like, I haven't really thought about convention, non-negotiable, go to convention, especially these days. We just miss being together, and it feels so good and refreshing to be together again. So making sure that you print out that toolbox or do whatever you need to do for that. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a different way of goal setting that I've been doing lately personally, and it's been really helpful. One of my business coaches had me talk about, she was talking to me about how it's not about what my goal is. It's really about who I am to complete that goal. She called it Emily 2.0. So like when I think about my goals, I think, who do I need to become to meet those goals? So instead of just writing down my like black and white goals, like I want this rank and I want these points and I want this income for the month. Instead, I think about attributes of what I need to really step into to make those goals real. So I really want you guys to do that this month. Writing down attributes. And the way that you do this is, or the way that I do it is, I do a visualization activity where I think about the goals that I want. I'll write those down. And then I picture myself having met those goals in a moment of time. So if my goal is to be double diamond, then I can think toward a moment in time in the future where I am standing on stage getting an award for double diamond, or I am sitting at a retreat with my team and looking at all the new jewels on my team, whatever it is. Okay. A moment in time. And I picture that and I think about, how do I feel? What am I doing? who's in the room. And maybe for you, maybe your goal is to be a Ruby ambassador. Okay. And you're going to picture a moment in time as a Ruby ambassador. And maybe it's at convention where you have 12 people there with you or 8 people there with you. And you might not see their faces in your vision, but you'll see their presence, right? You'll see these different people in the room. And what are you doing? Are you hosting an event in your hotel room? Are you like having a team prayer or a team bonding time? Like really get really clear in that visualization of what it looks like. And then think about the person that you are. How do you show up for this team? How do you act? What are you doing? And that's going to give you those attributes that you're looking for. Okay. So this is, again, the kind of activity that goes on the back burner that you say like, oh, I don't have time for that. That's a cute idea. But I'm telling you, this is the powerful stuff that behind the scenes, you might not know a lot of diamonds are doing. So I want you to know that this is not a waste of time. This will give you that insight that you're looking for when you're goal setting. So I want you to think about your goals for all of you that have already done your goal setting. And I want you to think of one word to describe that version of you that you will need to be when you reach that goal. And I want you to just put it in the chat. What's one word to describe that version of you that you're ready to become, that you're willing and completely ready to step into in 2022? Consistent. Good, Deanna. Bold. Intentional. I love it, you guys. Such good words. Brave, fearless. Good. Confident. These are so good. Motivated. You know what mine is? Mine is quiet. Because I tend to talk a lot, and I'm learning that dropping into curiosity and really listening is much more powerful. So anyway, this is a great activity. I hope you guys will take some time to do it this week. And then I know we are running out of time, Mel. I wanted to share one really quick thing that has helped me. And this might be one of those things where you guys are like, duh, I did this like 6 months ago and everybody knows about it. But for me, it really helped. So when I was doing a lot of this reflection today, I thought about what was it that I've done in the past that worked. And back in the day, I was a queen of lists of people. And it's been so long since I really sat down and made a hundreds list. And so I did that today. And I kind of had this false belief that everyone had either already joined me or, was already a customer, and I needed to go create a whole new network. But the truth was, if you guys go on Facebook and you click on your friends, you can create a custom friends list. Does everybody know this? Okay. Most of you guys know this. If you didn't, then you're like me, because I was like, this is fascinating. So I created a custom friends list and I called it my new Plexus team. And I thought, I'm just going to comb through my friends list and dump everybody that would be a potential that I actually could see on my new Plexus team. See you joining me. I'm going to dump them in this group. And the way you do it is you click on their profile and then you click on friends, where it's like checked off friends, you click that. And then you click on edit friends list or edit friend. Wait, what is it? I wrote it down. Edit friends list. And then you click on that and then you can dump them into your custom group. Okay. So once I did that, then I just highlighted all those names, copy pasted it into a Word doc, and then I numbered it because I was curious. Because remember, I didn't think I could come up with 100. You guys, guess how many times or how many people I put in that group? 167 people. 167 people. And I feel so refreshed knowing that I have this whole new group of people to build relationships with, reach out to, and plug into Mel's IPA group with. So anyway, just a fun tip. If you guys have not done that, it feels really good to do. And it does make you realize how many people you still have to reach out to. So that was my little tip. And Mel, I know you have a little reflection question if we're running low on time. Shocking.
No, but I love that we keep this to 30 minutes and we really do hold true to that. I just want to be honest and say that I think one of the first excuses that people love to make is I'm saturated. Everyone I know has heard about this. I get it. I can fall into those habits. but making a new list or revising your list or going back to a list that you know, or creating a new list, it really opens your eyes to, there are so many people that I really, really haven't talked to about this, or that I should talk to about it now that I'm more confident, now that I have a better testimony, now that I'm ready to do this. So I really want to emphasize the importance of making that list. You will surprise yourself. There are also people that walk into your house every day and do different things that I'm telling you have ended up having the best stories. So, I mean, I had someone in here changing a water filter, and I found out he was having a stroke, and a single dad. And I mean, it was just amazing what happens when you just allow yourself, like Emily said, to be quiet and to have, but also ask questions of people. You'll be surprised. You'll get to add unexpected people to your list. So a quick reflection question is, when did you feel like you were a good leader for your team? And what were you doing that made you feel that way? Think about, when did you really feel like, man, I am leading well? What was it that you were doing that made you feel that way? For me, this call, I look forward to it every month because I feel like I'm doing something to lead. It gives, I love pouring into people. I love talking on the phone and encouraging people when they are down, when people are discouraged. That makes me feel like I'm doing something to help. It's not just sitting around and wishing that things would get better. I love sharing in person for events. So those are a few examples for me. Share in the comments what you have done to really feel like that you're a good leader. I want y'all to remember those moments and go back to those things. Like, why did you stop leading events? Did it get hard? If that's where you're great and that's where you shine and that's where people connect, do that again. I mean, go back to that moment where you really remember that you were leading well and how and why you had momentum, and do those things again. I know that seems super simple because it is. We just have to go back to what works for you. And if you're someone that picks up the phone every day and that's what makes you have value, then pick up the phone instead of just sitting back and maybe having frustration of why things aren't happening. You be the person to reach out. Because people want and need someone else on the other end of that phone. People need a place to show up. People want to be wanted. People want to be loved on. So don't be afraid to do that. I promise you, you will feel so good when you're like, wow, I'm doing that again. I'm back in that place where this is what I love doing. I love those moments where I say, this is why I love sharing Plexus. This is why I have the best job in the world. So go back to those moments. I think, okay, we're at 8:31. So I think that's pretty much where we're going to land, but happy 2022. I hope you guys got something from tonight that makes you want to come back for more. We actually have already gotten our dates for the next 2 calls, Emily, right?
Oh, yeah. You guys, look at the new 2022 M&Em. We got it all worked out.
I mean,
It's
we
not
are
like 2 days
already,
before like usual.
I know, I'm so proud of us. But it's little things like making sure that you already have a plan for next month. That is so not my jam. That is so not my wheelhouse. So I am really proud that we are going to meet Thursday, February the 3rd at 8 p.m. and
Tuesday, March 1st, the very first day of March.
Very first day of the month.
And you guys, this is another one of those examples. When I think about the future 2.0 Emily, you know what she is? She's super scheduled out. Like, she has the whole quarter scheduled with all of her events and she knows what she's doing. So when I have that as kind of like my beacon of light, that's the direction I'm moving. that's when I call Mel and say, hey, we got to plan out all the rest of this quarter, because I know that that is who I need to become to be where I'm going. Yeah. You guys see how that works? This was such a good example of it, Mel.
It was. And then it makes me want to be more on top of my thing. So it also is so great to spend time with people that push you and make you better. Emily is a person that pushes me and makes me a better version of myself. So those people in your life that you know can do this business better than you need to go have coffee with them like tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another quick tip, because I know we need to get off, but that's another thing. If you guys are doing your reflecting time, writing down a list of the people you're spending the most time with and putting a little plus or a minus next to them. Are they life-giving or are they pulling you down? Be honest about that.
Amen. That's a real eye-opener.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you for hopping on. We'll see you next month.
On the 3rd, because we already have it planned. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.